Hi, everybody. I'm Steve Shellman. I'm the founder of Prop Juice, and I wanted to welcome you into our beta test and kind of go through some of the visualizations that you might see in terms of graphs in the app and some of the statistics and numbers and how to interpret some things. And I'm going to walk you through kind of some of my interpretations of some of the graphics and kind of hopefully get you a little jump started in terms of how to use the app. Want to say a few things before we get started. We are web browser mode only now. So the mobile is in progress. We're about 85-90% done with that, but we stopped development for that so we could launch the web app so that we could get pics out to you guys for the weekend and get insights, and then also get feedback on how we're visualizing things and what we're showing and start to, just get a track record and get some feedback on what we're doing. With that, there are a couple of bugs, and we might refresh something or change something, and that might cause the system to go down for a couple of minutes. So we're offering a free 14-day trial while we do some testing, while we continue to add features and while we get some things working. Again, free 14-day trial. We invite you to come in, take advantage of all the insights that you see, all the picks that we're offering for free for the next couple of weeks, while we try to fix some things and get it ready for prime time. So we're excited about today. It's the opener of the NFL season. We got the Cowboys and the Eagles tonight, and so we're all excited to see what's going on. I will say that we are going to be a bet sinker, but our bet syncing is not working at the moment. It could be working by the end of the day. It could be working by the weekend. It might not be working until next week. That's the kind of things, that's kind of how things go. We were able to sync some books, but we're not able to see everything. So until we can start to see everything and see how that's working live, and out of sandbox mode, we'll, probably have a little bit of a rocky start here over the next few days. And we apologize for that, but we're excited about bringing that to you. You'll be able to sync your bets into FanDuel and Caesars and everything within the system, see your bets, see how you're doing, track them, and also kind of take advantage of all the insights that we're giving you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take you through the sign up process. You'll come here to the PropJuice.ai site, and you'll either log in if you've already signed up, or you'll sign up now. I'm going to move myself out of the way here. So this is actually the sign in. So make sure you're on the sign up. Go to the sign up page. You're going to put your email in. You're going to put your password in. You're going to confirm your password, and then you're going to make sure that you've accepted the terms and conditions. You can read them here, and then you're going to hit the sign up button. What that's going to do is it's going to verify your email and send you an email, and then you're going to have to click on that link, and then that'll take you back to a page where you can sign in and choose your tier. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wait to sign in. I'm going to actually go to the tiers page. So you'll be given this option here. And so essentially we have three tiers. The silver tier is the top bets of the day and the bet syncing. Again, apologize. The bet syncing is not working today. It should be working soon. Top bets of the day, I'll go through in the app what that covers. The gold platform is going to give you access to all our picks, but it's going to give you access to all our picks at the high level. So it's going to give you the projection and some features like the difference between our projection and what the book is saying. It's not going to give you any drill down information. It'll give you access to parlays. It'll give you access to our props, and it'll give you access to bet tracking and syncing. And so I'll go through kind of what tier 2 is going to look like. And then I'll also go through our platinum program, which is our top level. And that's the one we're most proud of and the most excited about, because that's our discriminator. That's what puts us a little bit different than you might see in other AI applications out there on the market. We run a ton of models, and those models get interacted with each other. They feed each other. They cascade into each other. And ultimately we get represented at the top with several different models that are essentially aggregates of submodels. And then we show you what those different aggregate models are looking like, whether they agree, whether they disagree. And then we also show you a consensus pick across those different models. So we're going to get into all that as we go in, but that's what our platinum program is, and that's what we're most proud about, and that's what we hope everybody's going to subscribe to. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and take you in. I'm going to go back to the sign in process rather. There we go. Had to get out of the way. Okay. So that'll take you into our homepage. And again, you'll see our daily squeeze, our top dog, and our top prop. And you'll be able to bet, sync, and track. That's what you're going to get at the first level. That's the first tier. So it's this bet sinker and some picks of the day, essentially is what you get with our lower level tier. Our middle level tier, though, gives you access to all the games. I've got a little bit of I've been in here already. So all the games, all the game picks, which come in money line, spread, and totals, and or all of our prop picks. And so at tier 2, you get access to the pick card information, and I'll take you through what those pick cards represent. So we'll look at the money line for the Eagles game tonight. So we have a 0.77 probability that the Eagles win this game. The odds are more like a 0.76, so we're pretty close. And we're getting not really much of an edge on this because there's not a whole lot of juice in minus 375. And so that's the information that you would get at a tier 2 level. Same with a prop. If you want to take a look at Saquon Barkley or show it, sorry, I clicked in. If you want to take a look at Barkley, then this again would be what you would see. You would see his number, which is over 96.5, over under 96.5. This is our pick, 96 over 96.5. This has an edge. If you take it multiple times, you should end up with a positive return on investment. We have a pretty high difference, and our projection is actually 133 yards. So again, this is the information that you get at tier 2, a list of all the different games and all the different picks and pick types, I should say, money line, spreads, and totals, and then all of your prop picks. Again, this massive list that we have. We're actually adding props today, passing, rushing, receiving. So there's additional props that'll get added. Touchdowns, I think, is getting added. And I think we have some special teams and some defense that are going to get added here as well. I'll get out of the way again. And I'll take you through some of the drill down. So in tier 3, you get access to under the hood. And so what I'd like to do is kind of, let's take you through a money line Eagles pick. You get the repetitive information that you saw on the pick card, repeated in the left corner. Again, odds, edge, projection. Where did we get this projection? Where is it coming from? The projection's coming from this graph here. Well, what is this graph showing me? It's showing me different models, projections of the probability that the Eagles win this game. So, and then it's showing me a consensus pick and what the market is. Okay, so the market's at 76 and our power rank is at 64. That's an ELO type of model. Our quant edge, our drive cast, and our blitz edge are all combinations of machine learning and statistical models underneath the hood and how we get to the aggregations here. And so quant edge is showing a 78% probability of winning, a 0.92 probability of winning for the drive cast, and a 84% chance of winning for the blitz edge model. So together, those all suggest that our consensus pick is Moneyline Eagles. Okay, so if we want to look at the spreads, we can do that on the screen. We can also look at the predictions for the totals, and we can look at the projections. But if you click in directly from a spread pick, and you're just going to look at the Dallas spread, then now all that information shows up top. So if you're really interested in the spreads, click on a spread, you get the spread information up top. Okay, so Philly minus 7.5. Not much of an edge. The projection we give is minus 9.2. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to take you through these models here, and then I want to show you a new cool tool over here where you can maybe think about if you buy points, what happens with this probability. So our first model is the power rank model. That's the ELO model. And it's actually showing that the Cowboys cover this game in terms of the 7.5. So if you're scared about that, you might say, okay, I'll take a 2.5 on that. But we've got such other strong models here. Our quant edge is saying it's a 12-point game, and it's almost a 9-point game, and it's a 9.6, and this one's a 10-point game. And so together, those all kind of give you the average of about minus 9.2, which is our projection. Okay, so that's our pick. Eagles cover by -9.5 because all of these spreads exceed this market line. So let's put this at -9.2 over here in the spread predictor. I can do this a little bit better, get it exact right here. So no, it's 9.2. Okay, so -9.2. So this should be a 50-50 probability, right? So a 50-50 probability that the Eagles blow them out by more than 9 points, and a 50-50 probability that Dallas covers by more than 9 points. Okay? So let's set this back to market. And let's set this back to under. Okay, so you can toggle this, and this is really important. I'm going to show you how it works. So I want to do the under on this. Why do I want to do the under? Because I want to see if we're going to be more than what the probability of -7.5. So if I take a -7.5 tonight on the spread, what's my probability that cashes, right? Probability that cashes is 55% because I've got a 55% probability that the spread goes under. Again, we're working with negative values here, so we're going under -7.5, okay? Now, let's move that up to a field goal game. Let's put that at -2.5. Okay, so now we're at -2.5. So if you took an Eagles -2.5, you want to make sure they're going to win by a field goal. You have a 70% probability of cashing that bet. Okay. And then you can do this as you move down, right? So you say, okay, what if it's a 4-point game, right? So it's a 27-23 game, right? Or we're expecting a higher game than that, I think. So looking at these totals. So 27, 31 possibly, or a 4-point game, some kind of 4-point game, or maybe it's a 6-point game. It's a 2 field goal game, right? So again, what's a two field goal game give you here? 59% probability. So you can kind of play with this spread predictor and see, what might be where you feel comfortable based on this information over here. How many models are agreeing on this stuff, where they lie, how strong they are in terms of how much over they are this market value. You might want to play with this little probability predictor to change your points, right? Especially if you're on a parlay, right? If you're going to parlay the Eagles, you could take the money line. It might not give you as much juice as if you took a -2.5. Again, just giving you the option to kind of see what those different probabilities are by interacting with the spread projection tool and the model outputs and what the book is projecting. The last thing I'll take you through is the totals. And so I'll take you through the totals tonight. We've got over 47.5 with a 57.8 probability that they go over 47.5. We got a projection of 50. And so let's say, I don't know, maybe you think that's too many points. Maybe you think it's more like a 44.5 game. That's a 66% probability. If you wanted to know, well, what's the probability of 52-point game? It's a 43% probability. So again, this allows you to kind of move it around based on our models. And these are all hurdle models. So we've estimated hurdles for all of these different values and then smooth this curve out. So this is kind of how the probabilities will change as you slide this thing around on these different hurdles for these totals projections. Okay. On this totals, again, our consensus pick is 47.5. Our consensus is 50 in terms of our projection, which is over 47.5. That comes from this blitz points model and this quant edge model specifically because the DriveCast is actually showing a lower scoring game and the power rank is also showing a lower scoring game. So hopefully I've given you an introduction to the application and some of the views, the drill down that you get from it. I've encouraged you to sign up for the drill down and all of the information that we share about our models. And we encourage you to take advantage of conflicting information and agreement. That's what we want to show you. We're not just trying to say, hey, we got the best pick and here it is. We're trying to make you smarter bettors. We're trying to show you intelligence, right? This is an intelligence dashboard. We're trying to give you information about what the models are seeing. And then you can use that with whatever else you're seeing. Maybe you take advantage of other tools. Intelligence analysts in the U.S. government don't just rely on one tool, guys. So even if you've got 3 or 4 other tools you're using, add our tool. It's just going to make those other tools better, right? Where do we agree with those other tools, right? You can never have too many tools to make a lot of money betting sports. with that, I will sign off. I hope to see you guys soon. Hope you guys really like the app. Please email us with questions, fill out the bug generator report. We'll get back to you. Hopefully everything goes smoothly, but we do expect some bugs. We do expect a little bit of quirkiness. We do expect updating some things. The system might be down. So we appreciate your patience with us and bearing with us. And we're really excited about getting started. And I'm so excited that we've got everything out for you tonight in terms of picks. And I hope that you'll take advantage of it. So with that, I will sign off. I really appreciate it.